Okay, my dear little homestucks, are you ready for some hiveswap friends? Oh. I got a spider bite. That's strange. Well, anyways, let's get started. Last time we played with this cute little clown right here, Karako, but this time I think I should start from the very beginning, the first volume. And want someone on this godforsaken rock be your buddy. Any weirdo will do. You're not that picky. Hang on, what's this now? Is someone approaching? Well, guess we gotta go for this spooky spider lady. Maybe she was the one that gave me that bite earlier. Would have been nice if she asked first too, but what do I know? Yes, someone is approaching. A strange, gray-skinned alien, clad in blue. Perhaps they will make for a good friend? Dear God! And just what are you supposed to be? Your stammering reply eventually conveys that you are a lost traveler who is hungry and probably in some need of medical treatment. Who needs treatment when you can just make friends, am I right? Oh my. Oh, how funny this is. How very droll. You want to be my friend? It's too much. This thing at my doorstep, wishing to know me in any capacity. Oh, I get it. Her eyes are the Roman numerical for 3, which I guess is to reference the fact that she has 3 eyes. How cool. Very, very cool. Kind of like how Vriska uses the number 8 to reference the fact that she has 8 eyes. You apologize for your presumptuous request. Oh. And I didn't get to read all of that. Okay, I guess she's just gonna interrupt me. Why the fuck not? Okay. And just what the fuck do you think you are doing? Who invited you to leave? You stop in your tracks obediently and turn to face her again. Your possibly broken ribs are throbbing in pain, but this does not strike you as the right moment to exhibit weakness. It dawns on me that we may have gotten on the wrong sauntepod. Where are my manners? Ghastly behavior on my part. That was hard to read. After all, it isn't your fault you seem to be some sort of hideous freak, is it? Damn girl, okay. And such a tragic creature cannot be held responsible for such a devastating shortfall of social competence. Ooh, this is not nearly as fun to read as Eridan's quirk. I would weep for you, really. Except that crying out of 3 eyes at once gets a bit messy. Yeah, it probably stings a little bit too, especially out of your right eye and the salty tears get into the other one. Yeah, that probably burns. You aren't sure if she's inviting you inside, or if she just got you to stay a little longer, so she could insult you some more. You're trying to remain stoic, while your confrontational new friend decides what to do with you. Unfortunately, you sniffle slightly. Oh my. Oh dear. You're sad? So amusing to me. Mildly endearing, even? Perhaps I'll decide later if it's endearing. Once I have more information, it's entirely possible I will retroactively decide it's disgusting. Wow, Hussey's really trying to use as many I words as possible, aren't they? You completely pitiful fool. Not one more sniffle. Do you understand? Yeah, sure, whatever the hell you want. You have gotten yourself so agitated. I wonder why. You have nothing to worry about from me. Of course, I will be your friend. Conditionally, I mean. There is a chance the designation will be formalized if you behave in ways that I approve of. Starting now? What is going on here? What kind of femdom fantasy is this? Your heart swells. This is what you've been waiting for. A new friend. Oh gosh, all you have to do now is try not to fuck anything up at all. Possibly for many hours. Not sure how I feel about platonic femdom, but okay. Come into my hive. This way, after me. You look like you could use some nourishment. I don't know what it is that whatever you are eats, generally. But it doesn't matter. You will eat whatever it is I have on hand, if I tell you to. How does that sound? How does it sound? Well, I mean, how do I respond to that? Something tells me I gotta go for the top option so I don't die, but it sounds fine, I guess. Get the fuck out of my face and never come back. Okay. Well, that's one way to lose. Alright, let's start all over again. Okay, top option it is. Obviously, it sounds good. You will definitely enjoy it. You will enjoy everything I provide you with and tell you to do. I can't imagine any sort of negativity or disagreement coming from one of my friends. Yeah, that's definitely how friendships turn out, don't they? You say, oh yes, absolutely. You nod as enthusiastically as you can, without aggravating your broken ribs. You consider giving her a thumbs up as well, until you realize one of your arms is probably broken too. You'll try to make sure she doesn't notice though. It would probably leave a bad impression. Yeah, it definitely would on this planet. Come with me. There's something I need your help with. Are you gonna eat me? Oh god, are all the handles made from troll horns? How many trolls have you killed? Wow, she's just like Vriska. This way. Try not to let any of your broken limbs slow you down. A good friend wouldn't allow such trifling physical ailments cause me any inconvenience. Oh, so you guess she does know you're injured? Fair enough. You hobble a little faster. Through another door into a much darker room, and now down a flight of stairs. It's hard to see. There are torches along the wall ahead. A monstrous noise rumbles below. Don't mind her. She's just hungry. She's always hungry, though. Are you gonna feed me to her? What's that? You're hungry, too? I have not forgotten. What sort of piece of shit friend do you take me for? I don't know, the kind that feeds me to their spider parents, if you even have one. Here we are. This is where you will be most useful to me as a friend. What is that camera over there for? What kind of sick shit are you putting me up to? The boy is the same kind of alien as her, horns and all. He has a dark red symbol on his shirt. His expression seems to plead with you. He struggles to say, help. Your new friend looks unamused and twitches her finger. Hello, he says. Hello. By which I mean hello, of course. Looks like you're the new friend in progress chosen by the great and beautiful Ardata. She's my savior, my reason for being. I am nothing without her. I'd hollow myself out and let her make a nest inside of me if she permitted. Okay then. Good for you, I guess. I'm not going to kink shame. Don't mind him. He's always regarded himself as a comedian. Come, over here. This is what I need your help with. If you're going to have any value to me as a friend. You're led to a dank corner of this, well, you're going to call it like you see it, this dungeon. Your new friend has a dungeon full of sad, suffering children, and presumably a monster lurking somewhere in here as well. It's not ideal. Yeah, that's one way of putting it. Then again, social beggars like you can't be choosers. I've been having an awful time with it. You can do it for me. It will save me time. Save time for what? It's a box containing a table? A table that looks ominously like it was designed to keep a person strapped to its surface. I will need you to assemble it. Here's a screwdriver, in case you need it. I will assume other required tools are contained within the box. You take the screwdriver with your non-broken arm. This isn't exactly what you had in mind. Are you going to do weird sex shit to me? Hold on, before you start. This will make for excellent content. My fans will appreciate this. She sets up a video recording device on a tripod and points it at you. Honestly, this is not any different from what some people do on Earth. If anything, she's pretty much just the average influencer. Now you may begin. She's suddenly sitting in a comfortable looking chair facing you and holding a chalice, swishing around some viscous liquid it contains. Is it blood? You have all the parts spread out on the floor, organized according to their labels in the instructions. You try to remember the last time you assembled something like this. You don't recall enjoying it. To be perfectly honest, this doesn't look like it will be fun at all. She frowns conspicuously. Oh, how sad for you. I'm sorry. Is this activity not to your liking? You reassure her vigorously that, no, it actually looks amazing. You love shit like this. It's what you were born for, you say, as you switch the screwdriver around, demonstrating your plainly evident skill with the tool. Forget the thing you just thought. Completely arbitrary and wrong. Thoughts pop into your head all the time. It meant nothing, you swear. Yes, I hear that a lot. Continue. You open the little bag full of screws. Jesus, there are like 50 screws to this thing. Where could most of these screws possibly even go? Judging from the picture, the table really doesn't seem that complicated. You look at your screwdriver and study the screws. Every single one requires an Allen wrench. Does this even come with an Allen wrench? The instructions seem to suggest it does. You look around, but don't see one. Did you open the bag too forcefully? Did the Allen wrench go bouncing off into a dark dungeon crevice nearby? Maybe you lost some of the screws too. Damn it! You begin to sweat and look around nervously. You check underneath one of the parts. No, it's not under there. You grip the screwdriver a little tighter. You wonder what to do next. Well, we are here to make friends, so let's just assemble the table. You decided it would not be best to complain about the missing Allen wrench. Your friend would probably consider its bad form. You'll just make do and twist it in all the screws by hand as best as you can. Your broken arm isn't making this any easier. You favor the other one and prop pieces into place precariously, leaning against each other, while you nudge them into position with their legs so the screw holes align. It's really frustrating work, you're not going to lie. Oh yeah, I'm sure she's enjoying this, watching me struggle. Definitely getting some sort of sick pleasure out of this. Good. Good. She takes another sip from her chalice and settles even more comfortably into her chair. Is she enjoying this? You think she's enjoying watching you struggle to put this stupid thing together? Maybe a little too much. Okay, yeah, this is definitely vriska. You place the biggest part, the table platform, flat on the floor. The legs would be pointing upward if they were attached. You position one leg in the right spot, in alignment with the holes. Sit on the table platform and steady the leg with your feet. You grab another screw and concentrate. She sounds so pleased. It's strange, you admit, for watching this sort of activity to make someone so happy. But you also have to admit to taking a certain pride in it. It's wonderful, actually, to feel useful, wanted, important even. If only somewhat menially, to a great new friend who has discovered a way for your talents to improve her life. Hell yeah, man! Outside the corner of your eye, you notice one of the cage kids reaching out with his hand. He's concentrating. Then you notice the screw you lost slowly slide out from it underneath its hiding place. Nice, everyone's working like a team down here. Ardata does not look at the kid, but sneers a bit. She reaches toward him, and he appears to have trouble breathing. After a moment, you notice the screw slowly slides back under the thing. She releases him from his breathing problems, resumes her pleasant expression, and takes another sip from the chalice. Okay, girlie, your breastplate. Well, I guess since the story is continuing along, I guess I made the right decision. You give it a test. It's pretty wobbly since you were only able to tighten the screws with your bare fingers. But again, she doesn't seem to mind. She reclines and has a look on her face which makes her appear absolutely enamored of your handiwork. She has finished her drink, and the chalice is on a side table. Some awful looking thing crawls along the floor toward her. It looks like some sort of spider, the size of an average dog. Its abdomen is preposterously large. Actually, you think it's a huge tick? That's what it looks like. Oh, is that her Lucis? That's cute. Let's try it out, shall we? You shrug and sit down on the rather rickety table. You're about to lie down, but she interrupts you. No, you fool. You absolute fool. What do you think you're doing? That's not what I meant. Get up. You stand up, embarrassed. Again, without looking at the caged kid. She raises an arm toward him and beckons. He stares blankly and opens his own cage, which apparently wasn't locked. He shuffles vacantly over to your table and lies down on its surface. She looks at you expectantly. You weren't sure what to do. What? You didn't think I'd be playing table stickball on that thing, did you? Table tennis? You aren't sure what table stickball is? Oh, you really are pretty simple, aren't you? It's like a miniature version of arena stickball played on a table. Got it? You don't but nod. Yeah, that explains everything. Now, go to it. You shackle the kid's arms and legs to the table. That seems to be the right thing to do, since the thing comes fitted with shackles. She gets up and lifts her huge tick-like pet. It makes honk honk. That was Mystic Messenger. She plops the enormous thing right now on the kid's chest. He appears friendled, unable to protest. The tick bites the boy's neck and begins to feed. She smiles and pats its swelling abdomen. Dark, rust-colored blood dribbles from the place where it has attached to the boy's neck. Ooh. Moments go by while she looks gratified by the process. Proud, almost. Then she looks at you expectantly. Well, you don't know what she means. The final screw. Aren't you going to retrieve it and screw it in to whatever it needs to go? The job isn't done. I don't keep the company of many individuals who leave things unfinished, you know. Of course, what were you thinking? You should have known that your friend wouldn't let that go unnoticed. Actually, you feel like an idiot for thinking it would. You stoop very low to the ground, on your knees, placing your cheek just above the floor. You peer under the large edifice. It's dark in there. And it goes back a ways. Lots of room for that darn little screw to roll. Then you take a few pitiful swipes with your good arm, but come up empty. It must be further back. You think you can see it? Yeah, that must be it. Just a little further. You have an idea. A tool would be helpful. Guess a screwdriver will come in handy after all. How did she know? Your new friend must be very wise. You think you're liking her more every minute. Okay, you little submissive freak. You grab the screwdriver and feel around with it. Yes, you got it, you think. You carefully scrape it closer to yourself, and then pick it up. You then go to the table and find the one remaining hole you left unscrewed. You slide under the table as a mechanic would with a car. There it is! The table is creaking and wobbling quite a bit now. The tick is really getting into its dinner, it seems. All the loose screws in the table have added up to a lot of give and leeway in the overall stability of the furnishing. Maybe the final screw will help. Ardata has returned to the setup with the monitors. She's adjusting some settings on the feed, controlling the zoom of the camera, and typing some remarks into a chat window. Is she live streaming this? This is very good material today. It's not as often that I can provide content of this caliber to my subscribers. Go on, complete your project. This will be very good. You still think it's weird that she likes watching you put furniture together so much, but you're not one to judge friends. Sounds like a great way to lose friends, honestly. You screw in the final screw, but the stresses on the table are causing the holes to be misaligned. This won't be easy. The huge tank shifts his grotesque body above you, causing the table to creak loudly. You nervously slide halfway out from under the table to check it out. Then a loud pop. Then the sound of scraping metal. 6 or 7 screws shoot out of the desk like rivets in a sinking submarine. What a piece of shit this thing is. You think a little too late. You really needed that Allen wrench. All 4 legs sprayed dramatically from underneath it at once. Like a baby deer on ice. The table platform comes crushing down on your lower torso, breaking your pelvis. You bellow in pain and flail to pull yourself out. Oh. Is that my blood, or is that from the troll that's been getting their blood sucked out? You can't see your friend due to the blood in your eyes, but you can't imagine she's thrilled about what's going on here. Your annihilated pelvis is in perfect agony. You have to get your miserable torso out from under this shitty table. You have an idea. With your broken arm, you start slapping the big ass of the screaming tick while yelling, "Yeehaw!" You clutch the screwdriver handle with your other hand hard. The blood-gushing monster starts kicking and rearing, then blasts off across the dungeon floor like a pig at a rodeo. Yeah, that sounds like fun. You've been pulled out from under the tomb you spent the last hour constructing for yourself. Your pelvis is in ruins. Can you stop saying it like that in this situation? It's making this sound so much worse than it has to be. We hear a boy crying. You guess ardata has become distracted by your foolish display to seize her paralyzation method on him. Or maybe distracted is the wrong word. Maybe she's disappointed by your foolishness? Oh god, you might be blowing it right now. The tick swerves suddenly. It starts running up the stairs. Ow, ow, ow. Your brittle pelvis feels every step on the way up. It careens through the rest of the hive, crashes through the front door, and then comes to a sudden halt. You're catapulted violently over its backside and sail 50 yards through the air. God damn. You land on your ass and wipe blood from your eyes. Okay, this was embarrassing, but everyone makes mistakes, right? You can still salvage this friendship. You know you can. You turn back to look at her hive. Ardata is standing in her doorway with a furious look on her face. She is flipping you off. You will not be my friend. Oh no! Rejection? I guess that was not the right option? Oh. That went a lot longer than I thought. I guess we had to get the hell out of here. Wait, these were not innocent thoughts. Shut it down! There's no time for thinking, you have to act. You hurl the screwdriver at her and run. She calmly lifts a hand toward one of the kids in the cages. The kid tenses up and lifts a hand in the direction of the screwdriver. The screwdriver freezes midair, right in front of Ardata's head. You run up the stairs. She twitches a finger. The cage kid does a full body spasm, and the screwdriver goes sailing toward you. It stabs deep into your leg, and you... Holy shit. That didn't seem very friendly to me. Luckily for you, I'm very determined to make relationships work. She stands over you. You attempt to pull the screwdriver out of your leg, but your entire body locks up. You can't move. She holds an outstretched hand just above you. You shouldn't try to move yet. You certainly shouldn't try to pull out that screwdriver. You'll get blood everywhere. To my 3 little eyes, under the present conditions, it seems to me that only one of us should be walking up these stairs. You feel relieved. Perhaps she has some alien means of levitating you up the stairs? Wait, no. Your body is tensing up again. It's moving without your permission. You get to your feet with without taking the screwdriver out. But does this mean she has powers that can affect humans? Because I remember in Homestuck, Vriska had mind control powers, but they were not as effective on humans as they were on other trolls. You hold her as a groom would hold a bride. She wraps her arms around your neck to hang on to you in what strikes you as an overly familiar manner. She looks directly into your eyes and grins. This is better. Now, onward and upward, new friend. Is this friendship or romance? Your legs begin to operate without your consent. Okay, this is a little bit further than friendship and romance. Definitely a little strange. You didn't think I'd forget about dinner time, did you? This puts your unfriendly behavior behind us. It's a good thing that for you that I'm benevolent enough to overlook disgusting acts of betrayal. You may have noticed I keep several friends in my hive, who I have similarly forgiven. Yeah, letting your parents suck someone dry is definitely friendship, alright. Maybe a warm meal will lift your spirits and get this heretofore turbulent friendship back on track. Maybe you'll even get the chance to pull this screwdriver out of your leg. You pull out a chair and attempt to sit down, but your legs lock up, and then you stand again. Apparently this was not the right thing to do. Are we gonna have to make our own food? Oh, but why are you sitting? There's cooking to be done. You stagger mechanically over to the fridge and open it. You pull out a large hunk of some sort of alien mystery meat and put it on the counter. With your broken arm, you rage in anguish for a big dangling meat cleaver. You chop the hawk, wincing with each swing of the cleaver. You place the sliced meat in a frying pan, sear it lightly, and serve it on a plate very rare, just the way your new friend likes it. You didn't know that's the way she likes it, but you surmise this is what she prefers in a piece of meat, since technically she is the one doing the cooking. Oh, alright, that makes sense. I thought you were just making assumptions that she liked it rare from her, well, previous actions. Well, it looks like you're confused. Isn't it obvious what to do next under your own volition? A good friend would know what to do. In fact, I don't think a good friend would take nearly as long to decide what's the right thing to do next is. It actually seems to me that a very rude friend would hesitate for as long as you are I'm just gonna read it normally, hesitating. Or perhaps someone who is not a friend at all? You begin to sweat again. You clearly don't have much time to make up your mind. If you wait for even a few seconds longer, you will probably be guilty of being a bad friend. Maybe even a dreadful one. Oh, we do not want to be that at all. We gotta show our alien friend how good of a friend we are. Well, I don't have any other options, but yeah, feed her. This feels like the only obvious thing to do. She is looking up at you expectantly. You reach for the fork with your good arm. You go for the knife with your other. Ow. You can't do it. The arm is much less serviceable when the muscles are not being forced by a psychic override to disregard the pain response. Nevertheless, she looks at you patiently and smiles. That's nice of her, you think, not to be mad about it. You feel like you're growing closer to your new friend by the minute. Okay, man. You put the fork down. You pick up the knife with your good arm. You cut the meat into several pieces with a careful sawing motion. You put the knife down and pick up the fork and stab a piece. You put it close to her mouth. She seems pleased. Very good. Nice technique. Well-sized morsels too. Hey, she likes me! I'm a good friend, aren't I? Even though she's pretty much forcing me to do this. You aren't sure why she's laughing. Did you do something funny? Oh my! What a fool! You point at yourself, wondering if she's referring to you. You don't know what you've done that was foolish. If so, you're also still not sure what you find so amusing. She pauses her laughter for a minute or two, then slowly begins to frown. A faint blue tear rolls down her cheek from her bottom eye. The truth is, I don't even know why I'm laughing. This isn't very funny. What's happening here? This was a good dinner. You did a good job, whoever you are. She puts her face in both of her hands and sobs quietly. You have no idea what to do about this. You stand there, still holding the fork, feeling a bit useless. You and me both. There is a lot of pressure, you know. Being so respected and admired for your high status in this world. I didn't ask for this. To be so superior to so many. Much is expected of you. Much is presumed about what your personality will be, even before you even develop one. You work hard and build a brand, based only on what you think people will assume you should be like. Sometimes I wonder, am I even that good at being sinister? Yeah, you certainly are. Considering you have a bunch of people imprisoned in your basement. Maybe this is not my true calling after all. You begin to offer words of sympathy. This all seems heartbreaking to you, your poor new friend. But your jaw muscles contract and your mouth shuts involuntarily. You guess it's not your turn to speak yet? Okay, that works for you. You like to be a good listener to your friends. But what would happen if I changed my brand? If I stopped being so sinister online? My friends and followers will deride me and reject me. My superiors will eat me alive. If I show weakness, if I scale back on my bloodthirsty content, will I incur the scorn of a wise-ass clown with 100 million subscribers? Oh yeah, definitely. No, I must persist. How lonely it is to know this is all I can do until the day I leave this planet. I have no material or sensory comforts left for me here. Until I can get on a ship and fly away, pain is my only solace. Your hand holding the fork grips it tighter. You're horrified to realize what it is in the process of doing. You bring it down on her hand, which is placed flat on the table. She doesn't flinch or react in any way. The 3 trails of cerulean blood flow from the tines where they pierce her skin. God damn! That wasn't friendly, you think? But then, you weren't the one who did it, were you? You're so confused. My subscribers are not real friends. They adore me for my sinister content. The show I provide. My wicked, infectious laughter. I get jealous of them sometimes, because they get to watch my content. It must be thrilling, I think. But maybe I'm just jealous of them because they get to be people who aren't me? This is fucking deep, I know. Apologies if you cannot relate! She pulls the fork out of her hand and lays it gently on the plate of gristle he didn't feed her. The people downstairs in their cages aren't my friends either. They act like they're my friends though, and sometimes I even believe it. But they don't really want to be friends with me. I mean, you kind of do have them in cages, but what do I know? The only person who has ever really wanted to be my friend, who's ever tried to be, is you? You clear your throat and point to yourself innocently. That's it, I've decided. You have passed the test. You will become my friend officially? As such, I think a reward is in order. What is it? What is it? Oh, we ate the food. It tastes like friendship. Oh, hell yeah, friendship. Is that really how this ends? Okay then. But yeah, that was Ardata's route, I guess. Ardata, more like Vriska Part 2, am I right? Oh. That wasn't very funny.